Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on threat hunting, incident response and memory forensic. Today our topic will be on the Wireshark, how to investigate on the network packet. I will wait for some minute and then I will start. Thank you. We are waiting for the audience. We will wait for 1 minute and then I will start on today's topic. It is very important for all of us to understand what is normal and what is not, so we can identify the cyber attacks through network packets, device logs, or memory forensic. And that is the reason threat hunting, incident response, and memory forensic is an important part and required in the investigation of a real cyber attack in a companies or for any person, even if they want to do or identify if the machine is compromised or not. This is very important for all of us to understand the basic thing. How we identify the attacker? An attacker can be identified based on different characteristics or criteria. In our session, we will considering the three most important things which we'll use in identifying the attackers. First is the network packets, then device logs, and then memory forensics. These all three will give us a complete visibility in the network connections based on the endpoint, what is happening, what is normal and what is not. So during the investigation, either in an incident response team or SOC team, we can identify the attacker immediately with the investigating or analyzing the logs or network packets. So before identifying an attacker, just try to focus on the understanding the basics concepts. What is normal? If you don't know the normal thing, you cannot identify any attacker. If you don't know what is the port number for DNS, what is the port number for telnet, what is the port number for DHCP, what is the different header flags present in the TCP header, UDP header, you cannot investigate, you cannot analyze a network packet. To perform the investigation on the network packet, you should have a good understanding in the basics should be very clear for the different headers, either the TCP header, UDP header, ICMP header, Ethernet header. You should know what are different headers present, what is it used for, and how we can deviate or identify the deviation from the normal traffic. I will not jump only to the advanced topic. I will start from the very basics to help you to understand what is normal, and then in the other sessions, we can look for the other abnormals activities. Even in the interview, if you will apply for any cybersecurity interview outside of the India, you might face the real-time investigation through packet captures, device logs, and other forensics. So it is very important for us to understand also the basics concepts so we can identify the attackers during the interview or during our daily job responsibility. To capture the network packet from a machine, it's very simple. We can run a Wireshark, a packet analyzer tool. It helps us to capture the network packets, decodes the network packets, and gives us in human readable format. So the below screenshot you can see is taken from the Wireshark. Wireshark has different options. It gives the visibility about the source IP, destination IP, protocol, length of the packet, information, different headers, what it contains. Even if you will see that the packet is not encrypted, you can also look into the information or content in the application layer. But To see the content in the application layer, packet should not be encrypted. And if the packet is encrypted, you should have the private keys. Apply the private keys in the dissectors, so Wireshark can decode those encrypted packet and can show you the real content in that packet in the application layer. Those who don't know, a network packet follows the TCP/IP model and has 4 layers: physical, internet, transport, and application. And all the malicious content presents in the application layer. Physical, internet, and transport layer gives the direction to the packet from which machine to which port, which path it should follow, and how this packet will traverse from one end to the second end. But the content actually presents in the application layer. An attacker can also change the different headers information in the below 3 layers: physical, internet, transport layer, for further attacking or disrupting the service of a network, or also play to exploit a specific vulnerability. But you should know how to investigate, how to analyze what different headers present, what does that mean. It's very important. In our book Hunt the Hackers, a complete SOC analyst guide, we have already covered those informations about each header and what is the purpose of each. We will not go into the detail, but I will give you the overview and the brief on that. Now I have opened a packet capture file, and I have already, this packet captures have been already captured and saved in a specific file pcap, and now we can see there are so many network packets captured. It's not easy to capture a long packet file because we require a big storage for that. Now if you are new to the Wireshark, you don't know how to investigate a network packet with the Wireshark, then it's first to understand the basic thing. The different options on the top of the tab: file, edit, view, go, capture, analyze, statistics, telephony, wireless, tools, and help. So I will give you the brief on the Wireshark, how it captures the packet, and then I will show you the basic things to know more about the packet, and then we'll see what is the packet content in it. So Wireshark has 3 different panes. First is the list pane, which shows the number of the packet captured in the list. So we can see the packet number 1, packet number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we come to the end, we have more than 24,000 packets. It's showing in the list pane the source details, destination IP details, protocol, length, and other information. We can also add other information in this particular columns. This is called as a list pane. Details pane, the middle one is a detail pane. It shows the details of a particular packet. For example, if I click on the first packet, it will show me the details of the first packet, and you can see it is showing now 3 layers. First is a physical layer, second internet layer, and third is transport layer. Now if we click on TLS version 1, we will have our 4 layers: physical layer, internet layer, transport layer, and application layer. TLS is the advanced version of the SSL, secure sockets layer, which is used for encrypting and communication. Now if I will click on the first packet, it will show me the details of the particular packet, and the hexadecimal pane or bytes pane is showing the packet in the hexadecimal format. It contains all packet information. In some cases, you might not have the visibility in the GUI, and you have been asked to investigate based on the hexadecimal packet. If you are not good in the network packet capture analysis, you cannot investigate, because if I will ask you to show me the network packet, in this network packet, if you can tell me what is the source MAC address of the device, can anyone tell me where is the source MAC address in this hexadecimal bytes? Anyone? No one knows how to check the network packet, the MAC address of the device? If you don't understand my point, so my question is, if you can tell me where is the source MAC address in this hexadecimal information. Can you tell me what is the source MAC address of the device? This is your homework then. If you cannot tell me where is your destination MAC address, I will give you the hint and then you have to do the homework. Wireshark is an open source. You can download this Wireshark free. Right, and you can download this packet capture. Also, you can run this Wireshark on a particular network adapter to capture the network packet. It's a free tool. You can download it in any machine. Now, for you to help you to understand, identify the different information, this network packet presents different information in different offsets. And MAC address, if we talk about the MAC address presents in the physical layer. This is the physical layer. And if I will click on the physical layer on the destination MAC address, it is showing me the first 6 bytes or 48 bits. So the first 48 bits in the packet is the destination MAC address of the device. Similarly, in IP header we have other informations like flags, identification ID, total length, differentiated service field, version number, header length, TTL, protocol, checksum, source IP and destination IP details. Same, we have the other details, added information present over there. I will not discuss about the details about these headers, what is the purpose of these headers, how we can identify, but now I will discuss about the Wireshark, like how we can use the Wireshark to know more about a particular packet or particular session. Okay, because a long topic, if we can start describing on these topics, might be we take like another day to help you to understand, or might be we will be in the other session or like another track. So now let me just go through the Wireshark different options which we can use in identification of a threat activity or an attacker. If we go into the file, we can open the file packet captures. If you have, you can export specific packets. You can export the object as well. If you have the PDF file, if you have an image, you have any particular file executables, you can also export those files from this network packet captures if you have the full packet capture available with you. In the edit option, you can find a particular packet, you can move to the next packet, previous packet, you can mark specific packet, and you can export the specific packet accordingly with your requirement. Similar option like go like the next packet, previous packet, first and last packet. If you were tracking a particular session, you can also jump to that packet. Analyze, it shows display filters and apply. So we have two type of display filters here. One is the capture filters and second is display filter. Capture filter captures those packets which we are looking for only. In this case, we capture everything. But in case when you are looking for specifically for particular protocol or type of traffic, you can capture, you can set your capture packet filters to capture only the particular packet. For example, ICMP. So you will capture only ICMP traffic. Display filter is here. You can add some parameters here. You can define, for example, IP.source equal to 10.8.0.1. Now this display filter, we are seeing only those packets which are sent by this source IP address. We got one comment from Pawan that Wireshark is a device, right? No, Pawan, Wireshark is not a device. Wireshark is a tool. It's a protocol dissector tools which can be used to capture the network packets. What happens when you install this application in your machine? It installs some libraries and functions, and based on the network adapters in your computer drivers, those libraries capture the traffic, either it is inbound or outbound from those adapters, and take those copy of the packet captures and deliver to the Wireshark, and Wireshark decodes those packets and gives you the information in the readable format. Everything in the machine is being transferred in the binary form 0 or 1, but Wireshark decoding those packets and giving us a useful information which we can use in the investigation or our analysis. Now, the most important tab I love to investigate about a packet capture is the statistics. It gives you the understanding almost about everything in the packet captures. For example, the first tab is for the capture file property. It will show me the time, file name, the size of the packet, first packet capture, the last packet capture, the time, elapsed time, like how long we have captured these packets, how many packets have been captured, the span of the packets, and the bytes transferred in these packets. Also, this is 13 MB files. In 22 minutes, it captured 13 MB data. The date as well, of the first packet and the last packet. Second, in the resolved address, you will see the information about the resolution about it, domain or an IP address. So, and the MAC address also, like the MAC address, because in the MAC address we have the information about the particular vendor. So it giving you the information about the vendor, which vendor's MAC address represents, what ports have been used in the communication. They're giving the description about the port, IP address, domain name resolutions, MAC address, all. So the next question we have been asked by the Pawan is it work like a SIM tool? No, SIM tool is an technology based tool which used in the SOC team for the investigation based on the device logs. Wireshark is not taking any logs. Wireshark is working capturing the network packets. SIM tool can take both input, either network packets or the logs, depend upon the which vendor SIM tool you are using. If you are using an RSA SIM tool, security analytics, might be you can ingest both in a log decoder and decoder. Log decoder is used to decode or to ingest the network logs, and decoder is used for ingest the network packets. But if you talk about this Splunk, you can ingest the network packet, then you still need some dissectors to decode those network packets. But SIM is a tool used in the SOC team for the monitoring and identification of cyber attacks based on the correlation rules defined based on the logs or network packets. Wireshark is completely and purely capturing the network packets and decoding those informations for you to further investigation. It's a real-time packet capture analysis. You can install, or you can also save this packet capture for your historical analysis, or for in the future you can also take the references. Okay, protocol hierarchy will show the information about the particular protocol, which protocol was used the most. So we can say in the internet protocol, that means that our internet layer, UDP protocol have been sent out for 2 packets, 16 byte transfer. In transport layer, we can see the coverage of the transport layer security packets is for 33%. If you find some specific protocol which is not normal or expected, you can further drill down in that particular protocol. If I will move to the conversation, you can see the conversation between this one source address and to this second node. How many packets transferred, the bytes communication from A to B and B to A with the IP version 4, Ethernet, IP version 6, TCP and UDP. So we can see most of the communication is based on the TCP packet. If I will click on the packet number, I will sort the packets based on the TCP. The most of the packets have been sent out from this IP 10.8.0.12 to 216.58.194.130. 453 packets sent out on the port number 443. We can also look if there is any other port information is available or not. In the UDP packet, we can see the packet is 453, and 53 you should know this is used for DNS. Similarly, we have other like endpoints. You will see the end-to-end communication. For example, from this endpoint, how many packets transferred, how many bytes exchanged, how many packets have been sent out. So this IP is the most sent out, like 13 MB data. So this is give you the information about the communication, about the endpoints or conversation. Now let me just go to the first packet. So the first packet is Syn Packet. You can see in the information, and the TCP packet. So you should be in good understanding of the different headers information. So you can know this Syn Packet is used for the what? 3-way handshake, 4-way handshake, logout activity, login activity. For what? You should know what is 3-way handshake, how it does work, what communication send out from a sender to the destination, what response you will expect. So you can correlate same in the network packets, right? So if you will look the first packet sent out from the port 36154 with the source machine 10.8.0.1, and this packet have been sent out to the destination IP address 18.202.27.234 on the packet on the port number 5229. Now you will get an Syn plus acknowledgement packet in the response. If you don't know what kind of flags have been enabled in this particular packet headers, you can also take the references present in the transport layer. For example, transport layer, you can look into this detail and you can see the Syn flag is set now. This is Syn packet. Second packet, we can see Syn is off and acknowledgement is on. And by default, we are expecting in 3-way handshake, Syn flag should also be on, so we can know this is the reverse and acknowledgement of the 3-way handshake. Okay, now if you look at the 6th packet, you will see the Syn packet. And okay, again, why we are not seeing the complete 3-way handshake? Because we have already placed a display filter to capture the traffic only from this IP address. In 3-way handshake, Syn plus ACK will only come from the destination IP address. So I will remove this source into the header. So now you will see the packet from the source destination, the response packet from the destination as a source to the destination of 10.8.0.1. Now if we will refer to this our flags part, the first packet is enabled with Syn, second is with Syn plus ACK, and third with the acknowledgement. 3-way handshake is completed in the first 3 packets. Now the handshake started for the TLS to encrypt the communication. It also has different 5 packets sent out between the source and destination. we can look for the what layers or what protocols have been done, and after that again they're trying to authenticate, and we can see some server hello, application data and ciphers have been exchanged to establish a secure connection. And after establishing a secure connection, we can see the application data start transferring. Now we got one other question by Pawan, that what is the port number used for 5229, right? So first thing we should know what are the different port ranges we have: well-known ports, application ports, dynamic ports and infrared ports. What are the difference between these ports and which port we are looking for to fall to which range. If your port is falling under well-known port like port 80, 20, 21 or till 1024, less than that you can get the information easily. But after that port range increases, that be used by some specific vendor application, by Trojan, by malware, could be for anything. Some vendors registered their particular dynamic port range or the application ports to know the people to not block these ports, because we are using this app port for the communication. For example, Apple push notification, there is a specific port. If you are not familiar with the ports, because a computer has like more than 65,000 port numbers, it's not easy to remember everything. But yes, you can take the reference and can remember the well-known port range. To know what is this port used for, you can just do a quick Google with a split port guide, which gives information about the different references, if this port is used for particular application or it could be used by any other application by customize. But you have to check what is the process executing that communicating in the port to identify what is the original process or the communication behind this port number. Okay, so now we can see also the connection have been established, and then data start exchanging between the source and destination. If we come down, see what other traffics we can also analyze. This is all TCP, TLS, client handshake. Okay, is there any other? Wireshark also provides some visibility in the malicious or bad packets by highlighting in the black and the red colors. For example, this is duplicate acknowledgement, because machine expected to send only a one packet once, but if you are sending multiple packets and have been received already, TCP transmission. So we can look into this packet now. What is this for? This is the source port 443. That means the source port is 443. The traffic is coming from an application. An application does not initiate any packet communication. This is a response reply packet towards this IP 10.80.01. We can also look for other normal packets. Okay, these packets are the reset packet. Why? Because this IP 151, this source IP 10.80.1 send the reset packet. If you look into the flags also, it's a reset packet towards the port number 38314. 38414 and above 414, 314, 414. Okay, reset packet out of orders, TCP duplicate acknowledgement. System will not consider or delete another acknowledgement for the same packet. Coming down to see if any other information we can see. Okay, duplicate, out of order, keep alive, retransmission, and the communication is not with a single IP address, it's with the multiple IP addresses. You can see this is the communication between this 10.8 to 172.217, and then we're coming down another IP address. So we can further investigate on this IP address 172.217.325.244, which port they're trying to connect, and these packets are encrypted packets. In case if the packet is decrypted or packet is not encrypted, we can do the follow-up, apply as a filter or like follow TCP stream. It will show us the actual content, but as the packet is encrypted, it is not showing details. This is just the overview about the general packets, how to use the Wireshark, how to just understand the behavior to capturing the packet captures and identifying the malicious communication with different address presents. In the next session, I will capture a packet which is originated by a malware infected machine, so we can see how a malware machine sends different packets and how we can understand the abnormalities, so we can understand the difference between the normal and the abnormal packets. For this class today, this is all from my side, and today is the last day of this year. I wish you very happy new year to all of you, my subscribers, my all viewers. You have a great year ahead.